Hey, Twitch family, it's Kelly and Amber joining you from Nashville, Tennessee, and we are super pumped about tonight because tonight is the night you are about to see Maren Morris live from New York City. It is all coming up in just about 45 minutes, so we're the pre-show party.
Hey, everybody. I'm Amber Anderson. This is Kelly Sutton.
Hey.
We are the host of Amazon Music's country podcast, Country Heat Weekly. We have new episodes that drop every Thursday. We get to hang out here at our Amazon Music studios here on Music Row, right here in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, in the middle of everything.
Yes. I mean, if we couldn't be in New York with Maren, this is definitely the second best place to be because we're hanging out with all of you. We're already seeing you in the chat. We got in the chat early. We've been talking to some friends that were here early. So early birds, we love you and thank you for joining us. But tonight is all about Humble Quest. It is the new album. Maren dropped it today and it is so good. We got a little sneak listen to it. So we've been listening to it for a couple days. I got to tell you the truth.
I've been listening to it a lot. A lot.
It's kind of on repeat. It's one of those that I love the individual songs, but man, listening to it front to back, like it's supposed to be, just put the album on and let it go. Falling in love with it so much. And we want to hear your thoughts on it too. So make sure you jump in the chat with us. Tell us your thoughts on Humble Quest. Have you already listened to it? How many times have you listened to it?
Yeah. If it's like me, you can't count, really.
9 or 10, 11, 12. It's great. It is such a vibe.
Good. I mean, did we expect anything less?
No.
I didn't. I was like, this one's, I mean, the first two, do you
remember when Hero came out?
I was going to say, I don't think, and this is like a true story. I had a Kia Soul and I had the Hero CD case like in my little console. The CD did not come out of the physical CD did not come out of the CD player for at least 2 years.
Right.
Like it just stayed in there. And whenever I wanted to listen to it, I would just listen to it on the CD.
Well,
like mainstay.
This is the thing. Both Amber and I have been in Nashville for a number of years, and we've been in the music industry in different forms, and we both have known and loved Maren for a long time. So like watching her, you've known her longer than I have because you knew her when she was a songwriter, like starting that publishing deal back in the day. Yeah.
And we talk about a lot. I'm sure if you are new to our live stream Twitch family, welcome. If you're an OG and you've been hanging out with us, you've kind of heard Kelly and I share some of our Music Row kind of last 10 or so years for me in Nashville. And Maren is a big part of some of those stories because we had this little place called Belcourt Taps. It's like this little teeny, looks like a house.
Yeah.
And it's a restaurant / kind of bar place. And they used to have these rounds every Tuesday.
Yeah.
And they were at like 5:30. Like it's like when everyone would just get off work and go to songwriters rounds. And there's this like crew of friends and colleagues that most of them would play these rounds. And Maren was in that crew. And it's funny because it's a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
And she was this like powerhouse chick that we were like, is Maren Morris playing this round? Because I want to go this Tuesday if she's playing. And I have like videos of her from like 2000, I guess it was 2015 of her playing. That's the very first time I ever heard her play my church. She played it in that room. Yeah. She was like, I wrote this song. I'm going to play it for you guys. And then everybody was just kind of like, what just happened?
Yeah. I just remember there was like and I don't know if this is insider information or not, but this is what we do on Twitch. We talk about all the things. There was like a scuttle about who was going to sign her. Like there was a true race to see who could sign Maren Morris because a lot of the big labels in town wanted her.
Yeah.
And there was such a buzz about her. She had such a fresh perspective and these amazing songs and incredible vocals. And so like when she got the deal and then Hero came out, it was like, oh wow, yeah, that was such a key move. So, yeah, congrats, Sony. Good job.
And now we're here 3 albums later, which is crazy. It's crazy because I mean, it just feels like yesterday that like I said, My Church, 80s Mercedes, like all of these songs that were kind of like definitely soundtracks, like the soundtrack to some of my days.
Sure.
And here we are. 3 albums later.
Yeah,
Humble Quest is ours. Yay.
3 albums deep, everybody. So get ready because we're going to talk more about that. We would love to hear, first of all, where you guys are from. So if you're joining us.
Well, Kelly and I were talking before we hopped on about our favorites.
Yes.
So you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So I have 2 that stand out.
Okay.
Actually, I have like 3, but I'll stick
you
with the 2.
No,
I'll
you got to narrow it down.
What I'm loving today, like right now, is well, first, Tall Guys, because hello. I just think the song is brilliant. It's great. It's funny. It's kind of now become the anthem for me and my friends group because
you like
we
Tall
like
Guys.
Tall Guys. Sorry, we just do. It's just such a fun song,
right?
And you know, Ryan is tall, so.
She said she told us that after she wrote it, she went home that day and she said, I wrote a song about you today.
He was like, okay. Oh, gosh, that's funny. And then, but the song that I'm really, really, really loving right now is The Furthest Thing.
That's my number one.
About.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my number one song. After listening to it several times through, that one keeps coming up to the top for me. I just love the harmonies of it. I love the feel of it. Obviously, and we have been searching. If any of you out there on Twitch know the answer to this, please let us know. We're trying to figure out who is singing background vocals. We think it's we're like 98% sure it's Ryan that's on there with her. I'm sure it is.
Ryan,
yeah, it's Ryan for sure.
If we're wrong, we're wrong. But our guess is the male is Ryan.
Right, it is Ryan. But there are other females that are singing with her. And my thought, I'm just putting this into the universe, it might not be true, but if they do it live together, it would be amazing that it was maybe the Highwomen. Because if you listen to the lyrics of the song, when she talks about, you know, we're apart and on a different stage, but we still fit together. Of course, that's Ryan, but then it could also be the Highwomen because those are her buddies and those are her friends.
Yeah.
And I hear all these harmonies that are coming in. We already texted Natalie Hemby. It's not her.
We did. We did some recon. Right before we hopped on here, Natalie Hemby, just amazing songwriter, big part of this project. And we thought that she might have some insider information, but she did not. She did not. It was not her. I was like, is this you? It's not her singing.
It's not her.
Background vocals. So it's Bam Bam said, I would guess Ryan too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just kind of hear.
It's him. It's got to be.
His voice.
But the females, I just can't figure out who it is. I don't know if it's just her singing harmony in a loop or if it's actually somebody else that's coming in.
Which, you know, sneaky. When we had Brett Eldridge on the podcast, he talked about, we were like, oh my gosh, it was his song Holy Water. And we're like, the choir in the background. And he was like, oh, that was like me and my co-writers just like stacked on top of each other. So it can be, deceiving sometimes that like it could be Maren like stacked on a loop. We don't know. We're going to find out.
I just want to hear her sing it with Ryan and the Highwomen all together on one stage. So if we make that happen.
Yeah, we need to put the memo out.
If anyone's listening.
Kelly has conceptualized this whole thing.
I can see how it happens. Ryan walks out stage right. We've got the Highwomen. They start to filter in. Everyone goes crazy. They all sing together.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
It's already storyboarded in my head.
Okay, let's see what people are saying their favorite songs are.
Oh, we have Detour. Yes. Somebody else said Tall Guys was their favorite.
We see you, Brooke. Good Friends. That's a good one, too.
Good Friends is so good.
Yeah. Shauna Lee says Detour, Humble Quest, and Tall Guys. Humble Quest, the melody of that song, like sonically, that song is different, but I'm way into it. Yeah. Like, I was listening to it in the car today, and specifically, like, again, I've listened to it, I feel like a million times at this point, but today, for, like, some reason, I was like, oh my gosh, this song.
I'll tell you the one that got me when I was driving was Nervous.
Yeah.
To hear Nervous when you're driving makes you drive faster. Because it's like this big vocal, and she's coming in, and I think, when we were talking to her, I think I even mentioned, I'm like, it is like rocking, and it's got like, she has an edge to her voice, and some of the gravel comes through, and it's like a little bit Joan Jett, and I'm feeling it. It's good. It's different. Again, different. And I feel like it's like it's the edgy little part, because some of these are so smooth sonically that it gives it a little
And you guys get some insider information. But she had told us that that was one of the songs she's most excited to play live.
Yes.
Because it kind of rocks out. So we get to see it.
We get to see it tonight.
And people that aren't watching, they just miss out. So.
Yeah. Well, if they're not watching and you have friends,
call them, tell them.
One of the things that she did is called The Walk-In with Mo Hart. So it's a show on Amazon. It is so cool. Mo Hart goes into the closet of some of our favorite stars and talks about the fashion that they may have worn in the past and some of the other outfits that they have and their, relationship with their stylist and style, really. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and in this episode that he does, they walk through stuff she's worn at the ACMs, the CMAs, and she gets to talk more about kind of the stories behind each look. Because I feel like she has such, and I don't even know the word. Awesome sounds
eclectic.
It is like her style is just so unique, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And it is so her.
Yeah.
Like it's so intrinsically her that I'm always kind of watching to see what she's going to wear next.
Yes.
She's one of those people. She's definitely kind of iconic in the style realm.
And she just walks to the beat of her own drum, and we love it. So The Walk-In is Amazon Music's premier YouTube series. If you want to watch it, you can find it on YouTube. Mo Hart, if you know that name and you're like, why do I know Mo Hart? Mo Hart was on RuPaul's Drag Race. So that's the host. And they go through, they have I don't think they were actually in her real closet. I think there was a rolling rack. I've seen some of the episodes where they actually do go into the real closet and pull it out. But I think for Maren, because it was filmed in LA, it wasn't in Nashville, they just took a rolling rack of some of the things that she's had. And when I watched the clip, it was I remember when she wore that. I remember ACMs and CMAs and stuff. So I looked at a few of them and I'm like, oh, I distinctly remember that pink rhinestone suit.
Was there a suit? She wore this suit on Crossroads with Alicia Keys. I'll never forget it. And it wasn't anything super flashy, but it was a red or a deep pink pantsuit.
Ooh.
And I just remember it was so classic, but on her, it just looked flawless. I remember that outfit so vividly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one was on there, but I do. This was almost like a traditional country and Western suit that you would see Midland or back in the day, Porter Wagner, with all the bling on it. So she had that suit, but then she had a bandeau top underneath of it. And it's just super cute. Anyway,
so cute.
So check that out. It's on YouTube and it is up now. If you want more Maren in your life, we've got it for you. We got you covered. Also, the merch still available. Check it out. The QR code is up and it takes you straight to the Amazon store.